Hi there, YouTube. Welcome back. Today, we're going to be playing some more World of Warcraft. I know, but it's the Draenei Heritage Quest campaign to get the Draenei Heritage Armour. It's been added in 10.2.7, along with the Darkspear Troll Heritage Armour, but I don't think I currently have a Troll character, which can do that, unfortunately. Maybe we'll make one at some point and get around to it. We'll see. But for the time being, I'm going to take a look at the Draenei one. I've heard it's pretty good, but I know nothing about it. So this will be fun. Hope you all enjoy. If you did, give the video a like, give the channel a subscribe. It helps out a hell of a lot, and I appreciate it very much. And let me know down below in the comments, what's your favourite WoW race? Are you a fan of the Draenei? Do you play Alliance or Horde? I know a lot more people play Horde these days, but man, my first character was Horde, but then my friends played Alliance, and I haven't looked back ever since, so for the Alliance. Shout out to my Alliance boys and girls out there. Hope you're doing well. Anyway, I'll see you in the game. Ciao for now. Don't know where my stream deck button's gone. There it is. Ciao for now. Here we are. We're back. Back in World of Warcraft, playing my Draenei Paladin. I have got no idea where to go for the Heritage Armour quest. I'm assuming we go to the Exodar. Actually, do we have a quick way to get to the Exodar? Where the Heart is. What's Where the Heart is? Is that a BFA quest? I think it may be. So, what's the quickest way for me to get to the Exodar then? If the Teldrassil's portal is up in... I don't even know if I've done the BFA campaign on this character. Oof. Alright, we might be struggling with a quick way. I mean, it couldn't hurt to look, could it? Let's see. I'm banking on two things. One, that I did the BFA campaign on this character, and two, there's a portal to the Exodar there. Never mind. I didn't realize we had that many portals to the capital as a... That's good. Okay, so Exodar, that's got a portal to Stormwind, that's also nice. Does it give any indication? I don't think it does. We've got a Darkmoon Fair Mage over here, that's nice. Do I have to look it up? Wowhead, Draenei Heritage Quest start. Embarrassing. You must be a Draenei, you must be level 50 or above. Tick, tick. I've seen the armor, it looks great. Magically sealed package by the Embassy in Stormwind. Oh, that's so gross. Why? I guess... I don't know. I was assuming maybe with like the whole burning of Teldrassil and Darkshore, how that's still like an instant zone, it was maybe not going to send you this way because you'd have to sort of pass through the past to get there. Well, doesn't matter, does it? Let's roll. Now we know. Now we know. I've not got my Drake set up. I picked this Drake just ages ago on this Paladin, and I've not really played it since. I played a bit this week. Did some of the... I've done too much of the last Hurrah weekly quests. I've got a very similar Morg on my Warlock. It's such a good look. So I've caught up in gear a little bit. We're getting there slightly. I can replace my cape currently, but I just haven't done that. We can get the Time Rift cape, I think. I'm not sure what stats are good for a paladin. Don't really care. I think a fair balance is good. Maybe we'll get some more mastery. I don't know. I'll look it up before I buy it. So we've got here, I'm not covering the quest text, which is nice, so I can read it. A parcel arrives for you from the Exodar, bearing the seal of the Grand Artificer. You open the small box and find smooth hexagonal crystal about the size of your palm. When you touch it, a holographic message flashes to life in the air above it. In the message, Grand Artificer Romul instructs you to come to the Exodar at your earliest convenience.
Hello! Hey, is this hologem still muted? Ah, no. Good, good. When you receive this champion, come to the Exodar, swiftly. I need your help on a special project.
Special project. Teleport to the coordinates stored in the hologram's memory. Oh, he's sick. Look at that spell effect. In fact, before I use that, look at that spell effect, man. Sort of almost... It sort of looks slightly voidish. Almost. Like Twilight magic. That's interesting. I mean, I know it's probably going to be arcane. It's just arcane teleportation, surely, but... It's a very cool effect. I wonder if Draenei can get that as a Hearthstone. That'd be nice.
I thought perhaps the hologem I sent did not have enough charge.
It was the last charge. You did well.
Come, speak with me.
My apologies for bringing you here on such short notice, but your help right now would be most appreciated. I have found myself with many surprise deadlines. Surprise and deadlines are not words I like together in the same sentence. True. I've been to school, I know. The Prophet wished to personally ask for your help with the Tishamat, but since he's working elsewhere, I asked you to jumpstart a task. I asked you first to jumpstart a task. My colleague and I have been working on a special project, and since the Prophet has declared today the Tishamat, we will unveil it at the celebration. Oh, it's like Draenei holiday? That's sweet. For this, I need the emitter, but it needs an overhaul. We only have time for a hot wiring. Get some filament and a soldering tool from the crates nearby. Then maybe I can wire it to an array. So we're going to finish repairing the holographic emitter.
Informed of the occasion, the Prophet has declared we celebrate the Tishamat today.
How sick does that Draenei Death Knight look, though? I might steal that Mog. That's pretty cool. I never play Draenei characters that often, but man, they are just sick, though. Imperium filament, a thin, iridescent wire coveted by artificers for use in high-temp soldering.
You might recall, the Tishamat was a yearly sacrament on Argus.
Argus.
A time to reflect on the burdens of your past, learn from them, and commit to a path forward.
Okay. Oh, I've got to get more things. He was talking at me. I got sort of enthralled. Rummaging. Hyperthermal soldering tool, a slender shard of thermocrystal able to heat itself to extremely precise temperatures.
This has not been celebrated in many years.
Is that sort of, is that infused with, like, arcane?
Must be revived.
I'd assume so.
Now is the correct time to do it.
Like, all mages in WoW all use arcane magic. And this is like, this started off as like a very little known fact, but I think it's pretty common knowledge nowadays. The mages in WoW all use arcane magic. And I think spell effect wise, they might actually do fire and frost damage, but realistically, lore wise, it is just incredibly hot and incredibly cold arcane magic. That, which I think is fun. But for that to be able to heat itself to precise temperatures, arcane, probably.
I lend you my strength.
While the circumstances are a bit more stressful than I would like, it is refreshing to work on something other than artillery for once. True. Let's read the dialogue. Let me read that actually. Why did we abandon the Tiamat for so long? The same reason many of our ancient traditions were abandoned. Constantly being on the run from the Legion left little time to consider anything but survival. Tomorrow was not guaranteed, so yesterday might as well not exist. Ah, but all that has changed now. What could be more exciting? Where is the Prophet? Prophet Velen is occupied at the moment. He's taking care of a very small mission that he wanted to attend to personally. Nothing to worry about. That sounds like something I should worry about. He assured me that he will be back in time for the ceremony. Oh, so he comes back. Interesting. And the materials over.
It is fitting for the Tiamat. That is why Velen has asked us to present it to everyone at the celebration. But we will present nothing if the emitter is not fixed. Connect the Arcanite crystal arrays. Perhaps then it will power up.
Where are the arrays? Oh, these giant things. Arcanite pillar. Again, arcane, arcanite, arcane. Surely. Seems like an easy connection to make. Arcanite generator. Oh, gotta click on the generator again?
Good. The emitter is functional. Now, we just need the presentation. And its presenter.
Is that me?
Our time is now, hero.
I regret not having apprentices in times like this.
Legion fall
Romul
before
gives the newly seated crystal a test wiggle. Not my finest work, but it will do. Light willing, it will remain functional until our project is revealed and the celebration is over.
The car is at your disposal.
During the Tiamat, Etania and I will present our project schematics. Etania is High Artificer of Shatrath. Her father was my late mentor, the famed Exarch Hataru. I recognize that name. Is that a name we saw in Warlords? Hataru's hoof plates are hard to fill. I didn't realize they had hoof plates. The more you know. But Etania has more than done so. She has the schematics and she should be here when they are presented, but she's not responding to my messages. Etania seldom leaves the city, but surely she can make an exception for the Tiamat. Perhaps you can reason with her.
Etania can be as stubborn as a talbuck in the mud, but do not let
Oh,
her
dude.
turn you away.
Talbot's in mud, am I
Go
right?
swiftly. Use my hologem if you need.
Oh, I want that as a Draenei exclusive Hearthstone so badly. It's not going to be part of the rewards. Probably not. I'm going to be so upset.
If you are here to interrupt me, be advised that I have an arc welder and 0 patience.
Okay.
Title High Artificer
Okay.
means I am very busy.
I'm busy. What do you want? Romul needs you to bring your schematics to Exodar. So it's just called Exodar, not to the Exodar. The place name is Exodar now, I guess. Bring your... I mean, it's not been a ship in so many goddamn years, so fair. Bring your schematics to Exodar and present them to the
Want a
Tiamat.
better future? As I told Ramul, the schematics are ready. But if he is waiting for me at the Exodar, he can keep waiting. My work is here in Shatrath. I will not put it on hold to attend some archaic holiday.
Uh-oh.
Yes, arc non poros.
I have a data crystal prepared. The schematics are on it. My apprentice can find it for you. I have no time to leave Shatrath.
Leaving so soon?
My schematics speak for themselves. Each calculation has been verified. It is respectful of all building codes. I even included a layout of the channels that the power grid must follow. Romul knows the project. He already signed off on everything he can explain it to the masses himself. I do not need to waste my valuable time traveling to the Exodar for this ridiculous holiday. My apprentice will give you the schematics on a data crystal. Take it and leave. Speak to Bohreum. Perhaps he knows a way to convince Atanya to leave Shattrath.
Get the crystal from Bohreum. Then
Bohreum.
get out of my workshop.
Oh man, she's not a fan of us, is she? Hey, Bohreum.
It'd be an honor to one day be a high artificer.
Yeah? Bohreum leans in and lowers his voice. Ramul sent Atanya many messages about the Tiamat. They usually have a good relationship, but she ignored them, and has been very annoyed ever since. Well, more annoyed than usual. She claims a travel time to the Exodar. Oh, to the Exodar, okay. Cuts into her workload, but I think it's something to do with the Tiamat. Lessening her workload should at least cheer her up, yes? I know she has a Draenei shipment coming into the city, but it's late. Maybe you could track it down. Perhaps then she will have time to travel to the Exodar. I'll try to locate the Draenei shipment.
Try. Though if the Tiamat is what is putting her in a bad mood, it might not work. Arcanon Poros, good fortune and hello.
It's like the quest where you have to find the caravan that's walking through Shattrath down this sort of road. You have to beat up the broken Draenei, is it? So speaking of, yeah, Empor. You have to beat him up, right?
Hey you, lend us a hand? Our cargo went haywire and knocked crates off our wagon.
Oh, it happens.
Storm Draenei is the worst. We should have reinforced the crates.
Oh, is it like unstable? Okay, dude. Yes, it's
We don't have to
unstable.
regress. You can take those Draenei fragments to the crystal smiths.
Oh, I've got to run it. Alright, dude. 30 minutes or less, or else it's free, right? Just spat out a slight bit of Dr. Pepper there. Sorry, fellas, I got no money. Oh, hey. Let me jump up the awkward terrain to get to you. Yo, nice look, dude. Nice goggle.
Open your heart to the light.
Greetings. If you are in need of crystal smithing services, I'm not sure we have time for any new orders, but I will see what I can do. The artificers have been keeping us very busy recently. What's the difference between a crystal smith and an artificer? Ah, interested in the trade, are you? Crystal smiths process raw crystals into materials that artificers can use. Typically, this means removing impurities, reforging energy channels, cutting size, and fasting based on intended use. Artificers then assemble these materials into whatever they might be building. Okay. Why don't artificers do that work themselves? Well, why does not every painter make their own paints? Some might prefer to, but they are different skills, and the light calls us all to different paths. There. Here's some of that High Artificer's Draenei order. The rest is on the way.
The lost shipment! Tell the High Artificer we will process it after the Tiamat. We are closing for the holiday.
Oh, I can't imagine she's going to be happy with that. Hi. Hey, hate to be the bearer of bad news. Your workers are basically going on strike until the holiday's done.
Ugh, I just had it. Another good idea down the drain for the sake of pleasantries.
Okay. Why are you still here? Bohreum is distracted enough without someone lurking about. I took your Draenei shipment to the Crystal Smiths. Here are your completed work orders.
You! If I needed help, I would have asked for it. My work is very precise. I don't need a clumsy novice's hands in it. Bohreum, get the crystal. You, take it to Ramul. Tell him I have my reasons for not attending the Tishamat.
Yes, High Artificer. Come, champion. I will get the crystal for you. Someday, I hope my research
We will do what we
helps
can
the
for
people.
Atanya. It was worth a try. It seems it will be difficult to get her to the Tishamat, but I have another idea.
I should get back to work.
Bohreum whispers to you. There are ways, I'm sure you know, for the Draenei to speak to the dead. I did know that, but out of context, that's a very concerning thing to just whisper to me. It's not the same as having a loved one back, but Itaru's ashes were taken to Arkandun after the Soul Priest reclaimed the temple. Maybe they might know a way to help Tanya with her loss.
I was afraid of this. It's not her work. It's the Tishamat itself. The Tishamat is a time of remembrance and of letting go of the past. She lost her father, Exar Kataru, in the siege. Speaking of him saddens and angers her. Atanya may not be ready for the rituals of the Tishamat, but maybe we can help her.
Maybe. I'm assuming... I don't know. Why am I assuming? I did assume that we would be going to Argus. But I guess not, right? They consider Outland their home? Even though it is falling apart? So is Argus, to be fair. I don't know. We'll see. Hi, friend. I apologize, but we are in the midst of a soul-binding ritual. There is much to be done for the spirits in our care before we voyage to the Exodar to answer the Prophet's call to the Tishamat. Is there something that requires our attention? Alright, let's get the flavor text out of the way. I thought Arkandun was abandoned after the war. Not entirely. Some of us hid from the orcs here. After the invaders were driven from its sacred halls, we began the slow work of repairing the damage that the Shadow Council did to Arkandun. Great job. It's night and day, truly. The dead deserve to rest that Arkandun... The dead deserve the rest that Arkandun promised them. The orcs will not have taken that from them, nor from the others who will one day join them. Our dead are still being interred here? Some. Those who died in Shattrath were cremated after the city was reclaimed, slowly. We have been relocating their ashes to Arkandun and giving their souls the rights they were denied. Eventually, the same will be done to those who yet languish in the path of glory. Nemaron's face twists into a grimace, then hardens with determination. What are you doing here with these vigilants? When Arkandun was destroyed, most souls housed here were torn to shreds. Many who survived succumbed to madness. Yet some were not so far gone that they could not be saved. We knew that binding souls to vigilance often had a calming effect, not unlike swaddling a child. The weight of a physical body seems to ground their emotions. We keep them in the vigilance only temporarily. It is but a splint for a broken bone while the limb heals. High Artificer Atanya will not attend the Tishamat because she still mourns her father. Can you help her? Atanya? Ah, so it is finally time. This is a matter you should discuss with our Exarch. Your Exarch?
Never back down.
Oh.
Thank you,
Oh.
Nimeran.
Oh.
I take it you can
Oh,
see
it's
now,
Faladar.
champion?
Oh, that's kind of cool.
We must preserve
Speaker
the
for the
sanctity
dead.
of the fallen.
Interesting. It is good to have visitors. The honored dead here are well cared for, but not many travel to commune with them. Their deaths can be a painful reminder of what the Draenei have endured.
Tradition binds my people.
I believe we may be able to help, but perhaps you could aid me first. When we received word that the Tiamat was upon us, we hurried to prepare our most tortured spirits for the journey to the Exodar. The celebration's sacraments may help them rest peacefully. However, they must consent to be moved, so we must commune with and soothe them first. We help calm these spirits. Afterward, I will take you to where Hataru is entombed and give you what you seek. Help Exarch Maladar commune and soothe the spirits of Akendun.
There is no turning back now. Meet me in the upper reaches. We will commune with the spirits there to prepare them for the journey.
Fun. Very fun.
This is the tomb of Exarch Larohir, the Prophet's general. We will commune with him first.
Lara here. Is that a name I should be aware of? What's commune?
He defended Shatrath until his dying breath. Spirits seek his protection still. Alas, we must return them to rest.
Sorry, kids. They wearing the orc heritage with like leather shoulders. That's fun. Oh, won't forget you.
He gives his consent. Seal the urn with the mark of Draenei.
Oh,
May
hey.
the Tiamat relieve Larohir of the guilt he feels at not saving all of Shatrath.
Has there always been a Naru in the middle of Akendun? That feels new to me.
Let us commune now with Exarch Kelios, the first Vindicator and Bastion of Kerebor.
Let's do it, dude.
He fought the darkness there, but it followed him in death. Light his tomb, so that he may see once more. Take care. The smaller the flame, the more swiftly it burns out.
Oh. Is this like a little puzzle?
Kelios has agreed to the Tiamat. Seal his urn.
Interesting.
May Kelios no longer fear the darkness, and the light ease his pain.
Effects like this just make me think if World of Warcraft had a dye system for armor, you could make such an interesting array of like transmogs. It's a shame it doesn't. I know why it doesn't, but it's a shame all the same.
Larohir's mentor. His is a bloody story of betrayal. Let us commune with him now.
Restalan.
He unwittingly gave the orcs the weapon that destroyed him, and Telmor. We must dispel the shades of his guilt.
That's Duratan.
is a miracle that his soul survived those ravages. He consents. Please, seal his urn. It may take many Tishmats before Restalan can fully rest. But I will help him, no matter what. I would forfeit my own soul.
Your spirits
to
must be
protect
calm
my
before
people.
being taken to the Tishamat. It is a difficult process. Thank you for helping them through it. Why do only these souls need to be taken to the Tishamat? On Argus, it was common to perform the sacrament of Tishamat on behalf of a departed soul to help them move on. These three souls are volatile. While they show promise, we are having trouble fully separating them from their attachments. With the revival of the Tishamat, we hope this will be the key of helping them.
Never hesitate to do what is right.
Thank you for what you have done. Moving a spirit's remains can disturb them greatly, so they must be calmed as much as possible so the journey can be made safely.
Remember, tradition binds my people.
Fortunately, not all of the fallen entombed here in Arkandun suffer as these three do. Some ease gracefully into death like soil settling after a rainfall. Exarch Hataru is one such soul. Thanks be to the light that he rests easy. Come, I will show you to his tomb. Visit Hataru's tomb and then return to Eternia and
There is no
Shattrath.
turning back now. Thank you for your help, champion. The
Hey, it's
tomb
all
of
good, dude.
Exarch Hataru is just across the way. Follow me. Exarch Hataru has accepted his life, his death, his triumphs, and his mistakes. Approach him and make your request.
The urn is covered in a fine layer of dust. It appears to have been undisturbed for many years. I think your daughter Eternia still grieves for you. Oh, hey, buddy. Exarch Hataru silently points to the lockbox. Exarch Hataru's artificing lens. A small golden lens worn with age and use. The precisely carved facets allow artificers to see the energy channels running through the crystals used in their work.
I sense that Exarch Hataru's only regret is leaving his daughter behind. Taking the Exarch's gift back to his daughter may bring them both peace.
It also says here, Exarch Hataru bows to you, then smiles in the chat.
Ah, for light's sake, why are you back? Yes, Argnon Poros.
Tanya glares at you tiredly. If you say one more thing about the Tishamat, you'll wake up at the bottom of the Aldor Rise with my hoof print in your back. Yeesh. Offer the artificing lens to her. I spoke to your father. He wanted you to have this.
Ah, what is wrong with you?
Fair reaction.
I tell you to leave, and instead you rob my father's grave.
Yeah?
Tanya, I sent them to Arkandun. Exarch Hataru wouldn't want this for you. He would want you to be around your people and to show them all you've made, not to stay locked away here.
What? The title High Artificer means I am very busy.
Tanya crosses her arms tightly, not looking at you or Barun.
Leaving so soon?
Fine. For a moment, she looks like she might snatch a lens from you. Instead, she takes it from me gently.
Perhaps we can chat later.
My mother died on a colony planet. My father and I helped each other move past that. But when he died in the siege of Shattrath, watching the walls of his greatest accomplishment crumble to dust, there was no one left for me. So I worked, and now I have the schematics of my own Shattrath, a better Shattrath. Tanya clenches the lens in her fist and exhales in resignation. I'll go to the Exodar, but if Ramul says one word about it, I will make him eat his soldering tool. Cool. Return to the Grand Artificer Ramul in the Exodar.
My father was Draenor's greatest artificer. He lived for Shattrath and died in it. Sometimes I wondered if I'd end up the same. But I will not. The city I have designed is what this one should have been. What it could have been.
Are you building it?
I will take the data crystal to the Exodar, to the Tishamat.
Do you think she's going to build the city where the Exodar currently is? Or like if we get an update in midnight or something, Silvermoon's getting updated, I would assume the Exodar gets some sort of a look upgrade. Or, like, alternatively, is she just going to build it on top of this Shattrath? Like, replace it all with a new Shattrath? Because, again, isn't this planet still, like, exploding and crumbling away? Is it worth building a city on nothing? In the middle of the twisting nether, no less? I'm back. Did it.
I am glad you could join us, High Artificer. You have spared me many headaches.
Let's transfer these schematics before I change my mind.
I lend you my strength.
In some ways, getting Atanya here was a more difficult victory than the fall of Antorus. Levity aside, I'm glad she is here. I knew the Tishamat would be hard for her. Her father was a great man, and we all mourn his passing. This Tishamat is gearing up to be one for our hollow records. Ramul lowers his voice confidingly. Even Hatun is here. Alternate Hatun or ghost of Hatun?
Even on Azeroth, demons are praising me.
Oh no, Hatun's the crow cool guy. Yeah. Of course.
I hear you. Speak.
Hey. Velen awaits us back in Bloodmist. Come, we will put an end to this. When did you and your people arrive? Velen sent a messenger to Argus some days ago to announce the Tishmat. I do not control my people. Those who wish to go were free to make that choice. I did not. But then Velen sent another message earlier today requesting my aid here. I considered refusing, but Velen has been agreeable lately, and it is satisfying to see him admit when he cannot solve a problem himself.
Our time has come.
Ion. Velen told me I may find you here. He needs your assistance. The satyr that infest a nearby island have been ambushing Draenei traveling for the Tishamat. Velen and I have been attempting to solve the problem quietly. He does not wish to mobilize the Vindicators and alarm his people on a day of sacrament. Fair? But despite our efforts, the attacks have continued. The event may need to be cancelled if we cannot get the demons under control. Come with me so we may end this threat. Use the Argusian mana ray to help to fly to Bloodmist Isle with Chieftain
I will
Hatun.
take this mana ray. We will fly to meet Velen in Bloodmist together. Velen reports that there were at least 4 satyr attacks on Draenei traveling through Azure Mist since morning. I wish to rally the Vindicators, but Velen does not want to cause panic and darken the Tiamat. He wants to quietly drive the satyrs back into Blood Mist to keep travelers safe. For now. But Velen realized this half measure will not work without assistance. So he called upon me and other recent allies to help. We are experts in the killing of demons, as are you. With your aid, we should accomplish this quickly and quietly.
This corruption caused by the Exodar crash feels strange.
We were indeed. The nether energies seeping from the ship have made Blood Mist difficult to cleanse.
No more? Okay. I was hoping to resolve the sudden satyr attacks before I formally announced the Tiamat to all. Alas, I am grateful Ramul called you to the Exodar early. I assume Hatun has explained the situation to you.
Many depend on you. We fight, we survive.
I do not like this place. It is too open, too empty, not enough places to set your back against.
Walk in the shadows of the earth.
Azal and I are of the same mind. We must know the strength of these satyr before we attempt to drive them back with force. Else we may be walking into a fight we cannot win. I can learn much about my enemies in observing what damage they leave in their wake. Wildlife here was corrupted by the Exodar's lingering energies, but I suspect the demon's presence made it worse. Collect bones from local wildlife for me. Studying them may give us some clues.
I will lead my people through any darkness.
Even with the corruption, this land is so alive. There is grass, water, unmarred skies. The air is so clean it almost hurts to breathe. If any demons threaten this place, I will be the first to destroy them. What have you and the other penitents been doing? For the time being, we are aiding the Crowcool and Lightforged on Argus. Few have been allowed to serve the Draenei here on Azeroth. The player characters, I would assume. I personally evaluate every penitent and vouch for them on my own life, so it is not a matter of distrust. Rather, it is that we have no desire to distress the Draenei with our open presence. They are aware of the hand the Prophet has extended to us, but that does not erase what we did to them. Interesting. So the Draenei know that the red Eredar have joined the ranks of the Draenei, but they're just like in the corner, basically.
Strength and power.
The Legion may be one entity, but it is vast. The demons that comprise it are as varied as the innumerable worlds they have conquered. But I have had no dealings with Satyr. From what the Prophet has told me, they seem disorganized, intelligent, certainly, but feral in their malevolence. I am inclined to believe their recent attacks are random, but perhaps not. Bring me the totems they have scattered across Bloodmist. I may be able to tell... ascertain what, if anything, their end goal is. You need both words there? You not get rid of one? Black totems.
You allowed these demons to infest this area for this long. We have lacked the time and resources needed to eliminate them. Other threats strained our forces.
Their opportunism ends today. I will slaughter each one personally, if needs require it.
go, dude. Collecting totems, killing wildlife. That's how we save the Draenei people. Oh, is that a wildlife? Bonk. Are they leveling? Oh boy, the drop rate of these bones isn't great, is it? This is fine. I really like the Draenei Paladin mount, the elephant that you get, the Elec. But I had to glyph it to the Divine Steed ability to the purple golden charger, because the elephant's just too big, man. I think that charger looks very sick as well. Right, that's the totems got. Alright, one more bone. Get it. There we go. Slowly make our way back. And I'm assuming we're going to go on a satyr slaughter.
Yes?
If you will.
What is it? Wisdom guide your path.
I would prefer to know the capabilities of the satyr before engaging them. There's the totems. Curious. These crystals appear similar to the others erupting from the blood mist, but their placement on these totems seems deliberate. I will study them further.
Beware of strangers promising strength and power.
Remember, you were putting them out of their misery. Oh, so it's okay then.
Beware the Legion's wrath.
Atun snaps one of the bones, then sniffs the frothing marrow tentatively and frowns. Lesser demons do not corrupt creatures this deeply. Their fell disease can barely spread beneath the skin, much less the bones or the soul. These are no weak imps we are dealing with.
The depth of corruption in these animals. It is not the work of lesser demons.
Interesting.
There is a larger threat behind these attacks, then?
Yes. These crystals were made into fell spreaders. No satyr could do that. A Manari artificer made them. I know it.
Interesting. I cannot in good conscience gather the Draenei for the Tiamat if we are threatened to this close to home. If one of the Manari is using the satyr to orchestrate these attacks, or to distract us from some larger foul purpose, then they must be rooted out immediately. We'll divide our efforts to look for signs of the enemy. Azal will search the northern satyr camp. You, Atun, and myself will search the closer camp. Seems a bit unfair. Can't we do teams of 2? Meet Velen and Hatun in Nazivian. to search for signs of Minari presence in the
You are
area.
the instrument. Arzal, search the Satyr camp to the north. Champion, Hatun, come with me and search the camp to the west.
Of course. Khatun, take this Sargerite shard. It will guide you towards any fell magic of Minari origin.
Sargerite. If you think it will help, Arzal. Let us begin our search.
Oh, we got this, like, thing here.
A cloaking spell. Coward religion tactics. Why did you not see this before, Valen? I do not know, but we must destroy it.
How many have I got to do? 3. Okay, we're getting closer to 1. Ah, it's showing a little pathway. That's nice.
Fell spreaders were rooting the corruption to Bloodmist all this time, and you let it run rampant. Why? To protect the Rangari, I pulled them out of Bloodmist. Their lives were worth more to me. I stand by my decision.
Oh, where are we going? All the way over here. Where are we looking at? This bit?
It is done. The Sargerite shard is no longer reacting to energies here. Indeed. We should return it to Arzal at the northern camp.
Can you imagine? I believe Arzal was pretty important in the actual Minari joining the Draenei when the customization's gone unlocked. Can you imagine if he's been the bad guy this whole time? That would be so funny. Heading over to meet Arzal.
This Satyr camp appears abandoned, but the fell resonance is stronger here than anywhere else on the island.
Not all who wander are lost.
We did not find the Minari responsible, but when we do, they will pay.
Light will guide your way.
Demons will corrupt areas not only to claim territory, but also to empower themselves. The stronger the corruption, the more power we can draw from it, like metal being heated by a fire. If I am correct, a Minari conscripted these Satyr to hide their fell spreaders across Bloodmist for exactly that purpose. Whoever they are, they would be rather powerful by now.
Wisdom guide your path.
Can you hear that? The silence? The area is empty. Not even the rabid wildlife dare approach the camp. I do not see any immediate cause, but the fell resonance here is overwhelming. I sense it was woven by Minari hands, but I'm being blocked from probing more deeply. God, I can't talk today. Something is being hidden. It must be the cloaking magic Hatun reported from the other camp that hinders me. I can dispel it, but I cannot guarantee what we will find when I do. Discover the source of the fell concentration in Axarian and destroy it.
It is too quiet here. Be wary of an ambush.
Hatun is right. Something is hidden here, and I will reveal it.
Do what you must, Arzal. We will follow your lead.
Crazy how he's so confident he's going to find it.
More fell spreaders. Buried across the whole island. Hundreds of them. We must act quickly. Champion, call Romul. We need his aid.
Champion. I'm a little busy right now with the preparations. What do you need?
Romul, transport one of our generators to the champion's location immediately.
What? Yes, Prophet. Right away. Calibrating transport. Generator inbound.
Oh, have I got to link them up?
Without faith.
I expect the Satyr will swarm us once we begin to charge the generator. Tell me when you're ready to begin. I'm ready.
Hatun and I will overcharge the generator. The Satyr will sense the energy building. Champion, Arzal, hold them off.
With pleasure.
The bell will still stand. Corruption will claim you. You will perish.
You will not ruin
Oh,
my
it's a
lands again,
demon.
Draenei. My magic has claimed this land, and will soon claim every
Cyronus.
soul in your wrecked city.
Oh, cutscene. It's loud. Oh, if we cleanse the whole of Blood Mist now?
This
Nice.
threat was beyond what I expected to find here. But it could not stand against us united. With the corruption removed, Blood Mist will finally begin to heal. As will our people. Together. Something is amiss.
It is done. I could not have imagined the threat in Blood Mist had grown this dangerous. Thank the light that I chose to bring Hatun and Arzal here. This could not have been done without them, without all of us.
Be just.
With Cyronus slain once again, Blood Mist will finally be able to heal. Her influence was no doubt anchoring the corruption to the land. It is another reason to celebrate today, but it is not the true reason I called Hatun and Arzal to Azeroth. I would have them attend the Tiamat with us. The sacrament asks us to reflect on the past and commit to a better future. The unity of our efforts epitomizes that. I'll bring them to the Exodar. Please join us when you are ready. Meet with Prophet Velen in the Exodar.
Depend on you. Now, truthfully, I did not invite you to Azeroth merely for this
He's been a
mission,
cheeky boy.
but for the Tiamat as well.
The Tiamat. Thank you. But surely my presence would cast a shadow over the sacrament.
The first sacrament of Tiamat asks us to reflect on the shadows of our past. I will make sure you feel welcome.
As you wish, Prophet.
Hatun, this may seem to you a hollow gesture, but I would like us to speak. The Tiamat asks, we learn from our mistakes. I will consider it. Let us go.
That sounded like a yes. Oh my god, I forget that you can't mount up here. This is... Oh, I can teleport back. That's fine. I really want that as a Hearthstone. Come on, Blizzard.
Please tell me the generator is offline for a good reason. No, actually, do not. I do not want to know.
Is a generator ever offline for a good reason?
I guess not.
Not all who wander are lost.
It pains me I read the quest name. It brings me great joy to see the Eredar gathered together at last.
Be just.
The Tiamat was once a solitary holiday. Each Eredar would inscribe a stone with a painful memory we carried. We would reflect on what that memory could teach us, then commit to moving forward with that wisdom. At last, the stones are dissolved in the flame of reprieve, symbolically removing the weight from our souls. Today, the Tiamat will be celebrated not in solitude, but as a community. I can't count the reasons I should stay. Gather the stones of those who would trust you with them, and take them to the flame. Collect 10 memory stones, create your own memory stone, and then dissolve the stones in that flame of reprieve.
The instrument you will serve
okay.
as our Tishatan, the memory bearer of Tishamat. It is a solemn role. Take this basin and gather our people's memory stones.
Oh, I'm wearing the
Take
clothes.
them to the flame of reprieve and lift our burdens.
This is the Heritage Armor. It's sick. I love it. People are complaining because, like, the helmet blocks your horns and there's no, like, tail hole in the back. Which I get, but man, I love the armor regardless. It's been a long time since I last saw this many Eredar in one place. Perhaps not since Argus was corrupted, when I still served on the council to the Triumvirate. Velen chose me. I'm struggling today, guys. Velen chose me to be his chief counselor. We knew each other, trusted each other. Another life as distant as Argus from this place. Khatun falls silent, mulling over the past. What do you think of the other Krokul? Interesting. It is uncomfortable to know that Krokul exists beyond Argus, on this Draenor that Nabundo spoke of. So is Krokul the actual word for broken Draenei then? I assumed it was just like the fell broken that we saw in Argus. I guess not. And it is unsurprising to hear that Velen turned a blind eye to their mistreatment all these years, despite claiming that they would be protected. But inviting them to the Tiamat is something. It is more than words, at least. May I take your memory stone to the flame of reprieve? Khatun thrusts his stone into the basin. Take it away. Can you read them? Early morning in the conservatory. Birdsong. Okay. High Priestess in Ishana. I see you were able to drag the High Artificer from her workshop at Aldor Rise. The Prophet need not have worried. I would have dragged her here myself had you failed. Ishana smiles kindly but with a touch of mischief. She had been working on those schematics for ages. I never did ask what they were for. But I suppose we shall all learn soon enough. I think Draenei are getting a new city. I think the Draenei are going to have a new home. In midnight, probably. That's going to be nice. Looking forward to that. May I take your memory stone to the flame of reprieve? Ishana places a stone in the basin. Through the light, all pains are softened, all sorrows lessened. We will never forget the bite that left the scar, but we can master the memory of its sting. What's this say? I saw his face when I awoke. There were tears in his eyes. Then the light went out of them. Interesting. I'm going to turn trade chat off. It's bugging me. It's hard to, like, click the items to read them. Oh, Boros! Boros and Azal.
The Legion will not break us.
The Triumvirate has been assigned to escort Azal and the other penitents during the Tishamat. Although I trust the Prophet's judgment, I had the same apprehensions as the others when we were quietly informed some time ago. Perhaps I will always have those apprehensions. For now, I will accept that their past might not be their future. They will be given the chance to prove it. May I take your memory stone? Boros places a stone in the basin. I've helped see the Draenei through many beginnings, but this one feels different. Nothing feels as though it is ending, only blending into the dawn.
Blessings upon you.
It was easier to flee a planet than defend it, I agreed, again and again.
I will hear you out.
I'm thankful for the Vindicator's presence. It appears to comfort the others, and Boros has offered to guide me around Azimist Isle after the Tishamat has concluded. He smiles very faintly. I suspect it is an order from the Prophet, but I will not refuse the gift, however unmerited. Azal places his stone in the basin. I could carve an entire mountain and still fall short of what I must write. But this is something. Every day must be something.
Beware of strangers promising strength.
I stepped away from their blood when it touched my hooves. Oh?
Our time is now.
It has been a very long day. Without your help, it would have been even longer. Ramor places a stone in the basin. Eternal progress ever forward. This is what the Order of the Artificers was founded on many millennia ago. But each step begins in the soil we have already tread.
May the Legion fall before you.
The defense crystal had one broken condenser. Just one.
Ugh,
Oof.
I just had it. Another good idea down the drain for the sake of pleasantries.
Tanya is idly adjusting her artificing lens, but quickly stops when you approach. What? Tanya places a stone in the basin. Construction of this architectural marvel will represent the pinnacle of Draenei artificing. The Vindicar will look like a child's toy compared to what we will make together. You have my word. New city. It's coming.
Want a better future?
I actually
You
can't
have
wait.
to
I think
pay.
that'll look so sick.
We must learn the secrets of Draenor.
Rangari. I almost refused to come. I've lived in Terrakar since what happened. It was not a perfect situation, but after a time it became comfortable, stable, solitary. After what my Rangari and I allowed to happen, I could not return to living among those I had failed. But perhaps the Tishamat is the correct time to confront that guilt. May I take your stone? Nael places her stone in the basin. The solitude of the past decades has been crushing and self-imposed. Thank you for helping me make the Tishamat happen once more. We needed it. I needed
Fight
it.
on your own terms.
So we got 3 more. Oh, Nabundo! Here with Lara here.
I am listening.
It is comforting to know that the Arcanai are once again caring for the spirits of our fallen. Lara here was once my commander. In death, he is still a dear friend. I will treasure this brief moment with him. What do you think of Hatun? I spoke with him earlier before you accompanied him to Bloodmist. He speaks what is on his mind and does not tolerate disrespect. It is refreshing. With his voice added to ours, I believe we can hold the Prophet to his promises. This new city will not be a home to all, if it not also a home to the Crocool in equal measure. May I take your stone? Nobundo places his stone in the basin. We will never, must never give up. The future will bring us precisely what we need if only we open our arms to allow it. I don't think I've clicked on some of these. He stepped away from the blood. Defense crystal had one thing wrong. Ink stains on his tendrils where they touch his schematics. Nails was, they had catapults. We should have seen their tracks outside the walls. And Obundo is, in that moment I was empty. I wished to live. I hoped to die. Oh my gosh. Maladar's here. Hey buddy. Arcanine Vindicators have got sweet ass transmog going off. Look at that. Akama's here. I was hoping when I saw Hatun, I was gonna say, oh, I hope her karma shows up, and he has. That's so nice.
How can I help?
I had almost forgotten Kelios, so darkened are my memories of that distant past, so narrowed. But he speaks of Karabor's beauty as if he looked upon it only yesterday, and for a moment I can almost see it. What do you think of Hatun? I respect anyone with that much demon blood on their hands. Hatun knows as well as I do what it is to live amidst the ashes of your home. See it defiled while you are powerless to stop it. It is a feeling you do not forget. I trust us both to never let it happen again. What do you think of the penitents? The loyalties of demons are fleeting. Sometimes that can be useful. I've known some demons to serve the Illidari, fighting against their former Legion masters. I am not surprised that some Manari would also turn on the hand that fed them. Watch them closely. May I take your stone? Akama places his stone in the basement. The basement? Basin. I have suffered much in my wandering. Perhaps it is time to return. Oh man.
Chronicae Christo.
I was something, not someone, trading chains again and again. Interesting talk about chains. So is it just Velens that I need? It is, I think.
Without faith, the battle is
The
lost.
Eridar have lived shattered for too long. Today, let us be reunited in hope and faith. I see the future as a grand corridor full of sunlight. May we walk it side by side. May I take your stone? Velen places his stone in the basin. In your hands, you carry more than simply a symbol of the sacrament. You carry our pain and our hope, our regret and our endurance. You hold precisely what it means to be Draenei. Walk softly, but with pride. Oh, I can stay a while and listen?
You wanted to speak with me, Velen? Yes, of course. On a matter of great importance. Well, is it not always a matter of great importance with you? I suppose it is. But on this auspicious occasion, I was hoping we could reconcile and return to a place of trust. Some wounds take time to heal, Prophet. Though Argus is far from this place and feels like another life. We trusted one another once. We were young and foolish once as well. We were indeed. If we knew then what we know now. Hatun, you have always been the best of us. I have missed your wisdom. Come, serve with me again as you once did on our council. We need I need your guidance once more.
Interesting.
Velen, You do not have to answer me now. Enjoy the Tishamat. But there will always be a seat open for you, if you want it. Thank you. I will think on it. The light will guide your way.
I wonder if we end up getting a Draenei council. Like Velen is obviously the prophet. I wonder if we get like a Draenei council for the new city, a new triumvirate maybe. Hatun, Azal. Oh, dude, a Karma, throw him in there. Why not? That'd be interesting. I don't know, maybe a Lightforged. And there are no Lightforged here. Oh, there are. There are Lightforged here. That's interesting.
The Dark Fallen will not give up.
Is this what I've just listened to?
You
Yeah, it is.
speak
Okay.
with me, Velen.
Yeah. So there are some Lightforged here. We've got Sorvos. He's from Legion. I recognize the name. So which Draenei? Vertos? All the lights chosen, I'm assuming, are Lightforged. We've got Triumvirate of the Hand. Asum, Kuros, Morass, Boros. So they've already got a Triumvirate. That's... I like that they're all wearing the same armor. That's fun. But we've got here... We've got Faria, notable Draenei from the past. I don't recognize Sitar Darkmender, to be honest, but a Death Knight, clearly. Valen the Flayed is... This is the guy you have to rescue from the Vrykul in Ice Crown, I'm pretty sure. And that's just a Devout Vindicator. That's a non-named NPC. Exarch. Admetius. Interesting. Lagosa. These are not names that I remember. Barun obviously is here. Netherweaver Jiran. He's a transmogrifier. Interesting. A transmogrifier that's not an ethereal. I guess you have that on your yak, but there are very, very few like non-ethereal transmogrifier NPCs. That's fun. Crystal Smith Laharu. So he did say that they were shutting down for the holidays. We've got more Crow Cool, that's interesting. Oh, we got Ash Tongue members, that's fun. With Akama. We got Rangari. Alchemist. Oh, these guys are probably from Legion then, I'd imagine. Anchorite Ahern. Is this the... I feel like I'm... No, he's not the priest from... Or is he the priest from Honor Old in Hellfire, where you have to exorcise the guy in the bed, is it? Is that the quest I'm remembering rightly? I might not be. So it's not super heavy on the Lightforged Draenei, but there are Lightforged Draenei here. Barat, Longshot, Harun. Where's Tapatos? I have seen people talking about him. We've got Urbolg? Interesting. I have seen people... Oh, there's Tepatos. We found him.
Hello, stranger. Light be with you, friend. Danger! Ha! Tepartos scoffs at danger. Tepartos is ready.
Hey, man. Hello, sir. How are you? How do I say your name? Sorry, is it Mode? Mood? Hope you're doing well.
Something of Tepartos?
We love Tepatos. We got any more? I think this guy's just here anyway, right? Just more anchorites. This is good. Good stuff. This has been a really nice quest. I wonder if it's going to hit us with some emotions now. We got more anchorites. And we got soul priests, obviously. Let's put it in the fire.
Old friends,
I get to create my own.
welcome.
Are you ready to create your memory stone? It has been some time since the last Tiamat, so I have been advising celebrants on the ritual. First, you must inscribe your name near the top of the stone. Oh, boy. So you can, like, pick your home world, basically. That's interesting. Like, what you want it to be canonically. I'll just put my name. I'm boring. And below that, inscribe a description of the memory whose burden you wish to be relieved of. We must remember the lessons of the past, but those memories need not weigh us down eternally. If we are stooped under the burdens of regret, of pain, of guilt, we can make no progress. My old home, someone close to me, a treasured item, lost chance, terrible decision I made, something I couldn't control, a moment of time gone too soon. Let's go with a lost chance.
When you are ready, toss the stones into the flame of reprieve.
We've all fumbled a bad bit.
Feel their weight lift from your soul as they burn.
Dissolve memory stones. Toss the memory stones into the flame of reprieve. There we go.
Tell the prophet our burdens have been lifted, and the ceremony can begin.
Let's go, dude.
Light bless you.
The Draenei have suffered, scattered and solitary for too long. Today we allow ourselves to rely on each other.
May the light guide you in all things.
We get the Hearthstone! Yes! Yes! Oh, you'd love to see it. What a win. Our path forward. Ah, I believe I hear the prophet calling the attendants before the stage. I am curious to see what he and Ramul plan to announce now that everyone is gathered. We should make haste, yes? Yes, yes we should. Speak Prophet Velen to begin the ceremony.
Friends, Draenei, please lend us your attention. The ceremony will begin shortly.
Oh, this is great. I'm loving this. You know, it's... I really wish we had more of this. The recent Heritage Armour quests are making me think of the Legion class Order Hall quests a little bit as well. And I love, like, going back to these old zones. And, like, there is nostalgia there when you're a low level going through those old zones, sure. I'm loving going back to the old zones and doing little missions that are not world ending or anything like that, somewhere familiar. It's been really nice, and I like these quests. I know a lot of people will disagree, but I've played Final Fantasy XIV, so I've grown to like it. I absolutely adore these quest lines that have all the dialogue. You run somewhere, all the dialogue again, maybe a cutscene. It's so nice and world-buildy. And I do hope we get more of that. But I don't. With the way the War Within is going, maybe not, but hopefully one day we can get some more of that. I think you should give people the opportunity to skip it if they're not interested, because some just want to power through, which is fine. I want to learn. I wanna see the story. I'm a story gamer.
Your help.
This is a great moment for the Draenei. All Draenei. Here we go.
For many, this may be your first Tishamat. Our last was long
Oh, the music's
ago.
so good.
Few among us remember it. But even here, in another place and another time, its meaning remains the same. We must let go of the past to grasp our future. No longer must we live scattered, lamenting Argus. We will build a city on the ashes of our exile. We will finally be home.
Okay, so they're building it here? Is this the ashes of their exile? Interesting. So the Grand Artifice is going to stick around, I assume. Oh, we're getting... It's going to be midnight. Silvermoon's getting the revamp. I've had it in my head for so long that they can't do the Silvermoon revamp without doing Exodar. But with them saying reuniting like all the Elven clans to Silvermoon, I mean, it probably will be a neutral city, maybe? Neutral-ish. Kind of like how Belemeth is, maybe. Maybe. It's hard to say. But Exodar's going to get revamped. I'm excited. We're getting a new city.
Something
Love that.
on this world.
Today marks the beginning of a new age for the Eridar. I love that they're just openly using the phrase Eridar instead of Draenei as well. Love that so much. I genuinely wish they would change the little text. Like, actually just full-on change the text. Change it from Draenei to Eridar. Or give people the choice what they want to be called. I'd love to be an Eridar paladin rather than a Draenei paladin. We are one people united in purpose, and we will never be broken apart again.
This moment could not have happened without you, champion. By your hand, the Legion was broken. Our long journey ended. And our people reforged as one. In gratitude, we bestow on you as a paragon of our people, a sacred vestment crafted of precious materials from Argus. Atar Vahishana, Matirim Ita, beneath the eternal stars, we walk together.
That was good. I really enjoyed that. That was so good.
Not all who wander are lost. Many depend on you.
I don't feel like there'll be any more like stay a while and listen things. Why is she so tall? Giant growth. Oh, okay. That explains that. Ah. Oh. We get the Hearthstone. You have no idea how excited I am about that. Can you use it as all? It's so every character can use it, I'm assuming. Oh, it just looks so good, doesn't it? Absolutely love that as a Hearthstone. And then we get the two armor sets that I did see before the quest come out, obviously.
All prices here are
I love that this transmogrifier is here so you can just straight up do that after you finish the quest. Are they not? Oh, they're like right at the beginning heritage sets, aren't they, for some reason? Oh yeah, it does get rid of the horns. That's kind of weird. That does look kind of silly. I feel like people don't transmogrify the headpiece anyway, usually. Oh. Oh, there are different colours with like the mask as well. That's fun. Ah, that's kind of sick. I mean, I won't be using it, but I will use the heritage armor for a little bit. Do we have a better weapon that I could use? Maybe not that. What do we like as a Draenei? I think I've got the mace from Burning Crusade, but I kind of want to not overdo it and use that one. But also that one is a good option. Maybe not with like the super purple enchant. Mark of Shadow Moon, maybe? That might just do enough.
May your days be long.
I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I can see why people are annoyed about the helmet, and I can kind of understand the annoyance about the tail piece here. Sure. Even if they just had like a cutout like they do on there's a specific piece of armor I'm thinking of and I can't remember what it is. I feel like there's a cutout for somebody on a piece of armor. I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh well. That's can we go somewhere? Let's use the Hearthstone. What a cool effect that is. Oh man. So good. So good. I do have a lot of love for Draenei. Alright, I've used the toy to make sure it's daytime. I'll probably do the same on the other character when we get around to doing the I'm going to do the Dark Heart questline as well. I feel like it's probably a good thing to complete that as well. It's a good dive into the war within. But yeah, that armor looks sick. Big fan of that. And we've got confirmation that Draenei are going to get the home, a proper home city, which I kind of love. And yes, the game does feel very Alliance heavy in the story right now. So hopefully Midnight and Silver Moon is a good feel for the Horde players. I do think a lot of the Alliance have sort of been orphaned is the wrong word. That's not what I'm looking for. They've been removed from their homes. And it looks like all the races are getting their homes back now. Night Elves. They have a tree, but we're still going to go back to Darnassus, or like build a new Darnassus there. I grow one, maybe. So hopefully that'll happen in the future. We've got the Gilneans returning to Gilneas. That questline was a bit trash, but hey, it's happening. It's in the story now. So hopefully that gets updates in the future so we can go back like properly. I'd love to see it as like an actual functioning city. That'd be great. And now the Draenei. aren't really moving anywhere. Maybe not, but looks like they're going to build a city on where the Exodar is. So looking forward to that. Who else have we got? We've got Dark Irons have kind of got like a home in the Blackrock Caverns. If you play a Dark Iron Dwarf, you can go there. Like an instance version, there's no enemies. It's sort of like a city. It's set up. Gnomes. Do they have Gnomeregan? Or is it still plagued from the Cataclysm? I guess they've taken that over. I think the starting zone actually starts there, so it kind of... lore-wise, it's retaken, right? So, yeah. We need Blood Elves to get Silvermoon back, which we know is happening. I think the Undead need to get Lordaeron back very soon. If not already, I haven't played their Heritage Questline. That might already be the case. I genuinely don't know. It'd be weird if they had their Heritage Quest without going into Lordaeron. That'd feel a bit weird. So I'm assuming there's no plague there anymore. I don't know if they've actually taken it back. They deserve it, though. Who else have we got on the Horde? Trolls. They've got an island. They've had a island for a while. Like, since when the gnomes took Gnomeregan as well. Who else do we have? Oh, Tauren are chilling. Nothing fun happening there, really. Yeah, I think most of the Horde have got theirs. Off the top of my head, Goblins could do with a place to stay. Again, they're like refugees. I wouldn't like to think of where. Take Kazan back, right? Seems the most obvious option, but... I don't know, maybe... give them the whole of Azshara, oust Gallywix, and just take over the whole of Azshara. It's not doing anything else. They've got some of Azshara. I don't know if they're enemy goblins or actual Horde-aligned goblins, though. Like, they've got Bilgewater Harbour. And then there's Gallywix's Pleasure Palace. Just give them the whole thing. Give it all to them. Pandaren could do with a place as well. They've got a whole island. I guess they're not like super sea dwellers, but give them somewhere. Rather than a section of a main city. Anyway, that's enough rambling from me. It's nice that the core Azeroth races are sort of getting their homes back slowly, but it is happening. It's very exciting times. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, I'm probably going to play through more of the story quests soon in the build-up to the War Within especially. So I might try and catch up with some of the ones that I've missed or like blitz through and not read the text of. But yeah, I'm gonna peace out for now. YouTube, if you've been watching, I appreciate it very much. Hope you've enjoyed. Give the video a like. Give the channel a sub. And like I say, let me know down below. Let me know if you play Horde or Alliance. Let me know who your favorite race is. What race is your favorite? Whether that's animations of gameplay, the lore. Just let me know. Ramble your thoughts, yap away in the comment section. Let me know. I do enjoy reading that. But I'm going to peace out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you've enjoyed. Ciao for now. Bye, 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 bye.